अब एक दस्तावेजी फिल्म आपके सामने पेश की जाती है जिसमें बैनुल-अक़वामी शख्सियात और सरबराहाने मुमलिकत ने अल्लामा इकबाल की अज़मत और फ़िक्र फ़लसफ़ा और आलमगीरियत को ख़िराज तहसीन पेश किया है। वो समाअत कीजिए।
Iqbal's philosophy calls for continual self-improvement in this land, and it has to be pursued with greater vigor. The search for understanding extends beyond scientific inquiry into the realm of ideas, where the pen is indeed mightier than the sword, articulating thought and shaping culture. In poetry, it allows for the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings, and in prose, expressions of profound insight, penetrating the very depth of the human condition. I am therefore delighted that three of Allama Iqbal's influential works have now been compiled in the Malay language. The thoughts of Allama Iqbal, are consistent with the Malaysia's philosophy of nationhood. Philosophy of nationhood, we craft it as Madani, or script. At the core, it is a deep commitment to human dignity, social justice, and mutual respect, principles that align harmoniously with the ideals of Allama Iqbal. The Madani vision calls upon all of us to transcend divisions and strive for a future of shared prosperity, moral responsibility, and intellectual renewal. Moral responsibility, I emphasize, because it is a deficit in the geopolitics and among the political elites of the world. Otherwise, you will not find complete abandonment of moral principles when it comes to the continued bombardment and genocide in Gaza and now Lebanon. These shared ideals not only unite our vision, but also echo the timeless wisdom of Iqbal's deeper explorations of selfhood, religion, and modernity, principles that remain as relevant today. In Asrar-e Khudi, The Secrets of the Self, Iqbal explores the concept of selfhood against the grain of the entrenched Sufi doctrine of fana, expounded by the likes of Mansur Hallaj. Iqbal argued that the annihilation of the ego runs counter to the very aim of life itself, which is self-realization and self-knowledge, and that khudi, that ego, can ultimately remain undissipated even when in communion with God. What about the lamentations, the shikwa of the Muslim Ummah, mourning about their decline and fall in modern times? In Jawabi Shikwa, Iqbal offers God's reply, highlighting that the decline of the Muslim world stems from its departure from the essential values of Islam. The Ummah must return to the fundamental principles of faith alongside a revival of unity, conviction, and proactive effort. As Iqbal puts it so succinctly, forgive me for pronunciation, I've been trying very hard this morning. Aql hai tere, se perish e shamshir tere. Okay, intellect is your shield, love is your sword. Iqbal's profound explorations have resonated deeply through the generations. And I believe they take on even greater import in today's world. in his seminal reconstruction of religious thought in Islam. I emphasize this book because in all my teachings, in universities in Malaysia, I was not able to teach in Malaysia, but it's okay, in the past, if you know the history. But I did teach in the UK and in DC. The reconstruction of religious thought in Islam is an essential read for all postgraduate students, because Iqbal advocates for the informed evolution of the Islamic tradition. He critiques both taqleed, blind adherence to past interpretations, and the uncritical acceptance of Western modernity, urging for a balance between iman and aql, faith and reason. Iqbal was far ahead of his time. He warned us, very relevant and pertinent today, how blind adherence could lead to the intellectual malaise of the Ummah, where uncritical thinking prevails over critical discourse, and where obscurantism and ideological rigidity take the place of inquisitiveness and conceptual creativeness. As we witness the Ummah today, the prevalence of such a mindset continues to be a stumbling block to societal advancement and progress. Iqbal, therefore, is as relevant today as he was more than a century ago.